I'd been given an opportunity to select paint colors for my very favorite paint company called DIY Paint from Debbie's Design Diary. I wanted to figure out a way to market the colors and grab people's attention, really make a statement.
I'm Dionne Woods, and I love to paint on wedding dresses.
By my third dress, I almost had tears in my eyes. I had no idea that I could turn a wedding gown into a piece of art, and there was a voice inside that just kept saying, "Paint the dress, paint the dress."
It's such a glorious day today. Spring is here, and we decided to open up the patio doors. I took this time to lay down a drop cloth, put a tarp underneath it so we could protect our wooden floors. But I found a really strong passion for painting on wedding gowns. And I found out a few things after doing 10 dresses now. I like satin. I think satin's going to be my fabric of choice when I'm painting on fabric, at least with the paint that I use, with the clay base, the DIY paint. The way that the paint lays over the satin is a really luxurious feeling. It's a really almost a chalky look, but it doesn't have a shine to it, and I think that's what I found I really love. It gives it a watercolor look on the satin. Now this fabric right here is more of that chiffon overlay. I haven't decided if I'm going to paint directly on that yet, or if I'm going to kind of pull it up, tuck it around the side, tie it up a little bit, and just work on the satin underneath. So that may be a surprise for you and for me. I want to challenge each and every one of you ladies to go to the back of your closet, and I want you to find a dress that maybe you've only worn once. Maybe some of you haven't even worn the dress at all. You thought you'd wear it to a special occasion, and then you changed your mind at the last minute. But let's see if we can rework it. Maybe you can give it a new style. You can update it. You can give it even some new ribbons or some new pins or some paint. It can be done. Let me show you how.
People are always surprised to know that the paint I'm using is actually the same paint that I use on all of my furniture art, some of my canvases. I use it on my hats. And really, anytime I'm painting, the clay in the paint is always my go-to. I can finger paint, and I never have to worry about it being harmful or any of the scents that typically go along with paints. I feel completely comfortable painting in our home. This was such a beautiful day, and I'm inspired by nature. You can see by looking at the piece of furniture behind me that nature is where I go to look for my color combinations and all of my inspiration. I wanted to make sure that the satin was completely smooth before I got started. So I grabbed my hand steamer and I went all around the dress, and then I took the organza overlay and kind of tucked it up. I decided I did not want to paint that because I was worried that it wouldn't be consistent all the way around that organza fabric, so I just kind of rolled it up and pinned it to the top of the dress. The clay in DIY paint is typically what causes it to be pretty thick, and I like to treat my dresses as if it were a watercolor canvas. So about half and half is what my mixture is for the paint and water. I create these separate bowls, and because I hate cleaning out my bowls, I always line them with press and seal so it's easy for cleanup. You want to make sure that you apply plenty of water to the fabric so it really drips and creates a watercolor look. At least that's what I have fallen in love with. So my mind always starts to wander. I think about who might wear this, where they might be, and I realized by looking at our tile around our pool outside, I picked the exact same colors that are in the tile. And I look at that tile color combination every single day. Old 57 is the name of this beautiful turquoise, and I'm laying it directly over the water lily, which is a periwinkle, and the blue iris, which is a cobalt. I'm letting them wash into each other and gently using my fingers to smooth the edges so there are no harsh brushstrokes. I have painted many different styles now, as I believe this is my 11th dress, and I still feel that encouragement and hear that voice. Keep painting the dresses. I don't have an understanding or a plan, other than I do look forward to one day seeing a bride walk down the aisle or stand on a beach or a coastline wearing one of my custom hand-painted dresses.
I've decided to reinvent the dresses the same way that I've been reinventing dressers or buffets for years, giving them a new life, adding color so we can wear them again, so they're not thrown away or cut up in shreds or thrown in a dumpster pile. I think that the dresses are typically very beautiful. They're cut very well and they're made from really quality fabrics.
My husband and I are celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary this summer. We were married near the beach in Jamaica when destination weddings were just getting popular. I'm telling you, if I had had a dress like this, or access to a dress like this, I would have worn this in a heartbeat. You can find inspiration anywhere, and the style from Lauren Daigle always gets me excited about the way that she dresses and the way she styles her clothes. But also I have a friend, Danielle Kaminsky, and she's been wearing these beautiful ribbons in her hair. And my other friend, Michelle Sells, she's been adding vintage brooches and pins to her clothing. And I thought there must be a way that I can create something totally different, one of a kind. So I went and grabbed some old vintage pins, some different ribbons that I use on my hats, and I found a way to add it to this dress. Right now I'm just kind of playing with styles and designs, and then it clicked. The satin, the silk, and the velvet all together. Perfection. I got so excited and practically giggling. Now that I'm seeing the dress come together, I'm starting to plan for the photo shoot. I wanted to film my model in something really beautiful and carrying a flower bouquet. I already had these hydrangeas, so I mixed them with some fake stems that I had around the house. Everything about this dress said flower crown. Am I right? So I took a really inexpensive eucalyptus garland and I decided I wanted to add these blue orchids to match the dress. I would have loved to use all real flowers, but this took time and I wanted to be able to reuse this for another photo shoot and maybe some photos for the Turquoise Iris journal. Our summer volume is coming out real soon, and I wanted to also get some images of Julia wearing the dress and the crown and, well, a snow cone stand, so stay tuned till the end to see those. One thing I've learned after doing this, make sure you measure the head of the model that will be wearing this. Mine was a little bit too big, but we made it work. I added in some stems that were faux pansies just for the yellow and the violet color. I really love how it turned out. But next time I'm going to run to the market and I'm going to get some fresh flowers and add them to this flower crown. And now that it was coming all together, it was time to do this video, take some clips for reels and social media, and of course some photos for the Turquoise Iris Journal. So my model, Julia, I added a necklace that I had, and then I asked her to try on some different headpieces. On top of just the flower crown, I wanted her to try on one of my painted hats. Always an adorable boho style. And I found this headband actually on Amazon with the butterflies, and how darling. I also have it in pink. I think the flower crown was definitely my favorite and the perfect addition to this painted wedding dress. And now that this dress, like all of the others that I've painted, are finished, I can't imagine them still being in a box or hanging in the back of a closet, never to be seen, touched, or worn again. And just like all of the furniture pieces I've painted over the last 13 years, these dresses, they were made with love. Someone designed them, built them, created them, and they deserve to have a longer shelf life. Another experience, another person to adorn and to give life to, and to help make memories that last a lifetime.